Well, if you're planning a trip this summer, you better start saving that money because taking a vacation is getting expensive fast. In fact, 54% of adults plan to skip travel altogether just because of the price. Meanwhile, a third expect to go into debt for their trips. And experts say that's not a good idea. I recently spoke with Ana Staples of Bankrate about how to plan a trip without going into the red. Here's a look at our discussion. Ana, thanks for being here with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
So Ana, let's start with trips not booked. Are there places that are cheaper right now that you could get away with booking a trip for less money?
Absolutely. Certain destinations will always be more expensive, but if you are flexible, and that is always my main tip when it comes to travel, you can find much cheaper destinations. And it also matters when you go on your trip, because when you try to plan your vacation around a big holiday, well, guess what? Everybody has the same idea, so naturally it will be more expensive. So the more flexible you are with your timing and your destination, the more chances you have to save money.
And I know a lot of people say, you know what, I want to go on this trip, I'm just going to charge it. Would you recommend against that, or do you think that's an okay idea?
If you have the funds to pay the car debt immediately, sure, it's a great idea because it can also help you get those car rewards. But unfortunately, if you do it the other way and you just charge it and you just try to pay it off later, you will pay so much in interest. The average interest rate right now, according to our data, is over 20%. So it will cost you a pretty penny.
Yeah, so definitely we'll pay for more of it in the long run. Now, when data says that people are going into debt to pay for trips, are they going into debt booking, or is it the aftermath of spending while on vacation that's doing the real financial damage?
It can be either way, and I think when you're trying to plan your vacation, it is very important to account for both, especially, sometimes for people who pay with their credit card rewards for their trips. You pay for accommodations, you pay for your flight, which is amazing, but you also have to think about the transportation on your trip, the food, all these the fun costs, and they add up quickly.
So what should you do before your first day on vacation to avoid overspending on the things that you just mentioned?
The more prepared you are, the better. You have to know how much you're expecting to pay. You have to know how much you're expecting to pay for food, how much you're expecting to pay for transportation, whether you're visiting any museums, you're doing any shopping. The more planning you can do, the better in the long run for you.
All right, all good advice for our wallets during the summer travel season. Ana, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.